XRP's on the move, guys. Finally, 37 cents floating around. People are starting to get more bullish once again. Bitcoin on the move as well, guys. Pumping finally. Now, a lot of people are talking about this could be just a relief rally, right? And there's going to be another dump lower. What do you believe? Comment down below. But at least we're starting to see some volatility take place. But anyways, before jumping into some financial advice, no such value only from Disclosed TV. Just in, all flights across US grounded due to FAA computer outage. You don't say, guys, right? A computer outage. So basically, these people are official Twitter accounts of the Federal Aviation Administration. The FAA is working to restore its notice to air mission system. We are performing final validation checks and reloading the system now. Operations across the national airspace system are affected. Wow, guys, all flights were stopped, right? But for what reason? Was it slowly because of a computer outage, right? Or just to mold our minds to see to what's upcoming, right? And then there's updates right here. But you know what's fascinating? Let's look at this right here. The president has been briefed by the Secretary of Transportation this morning of the FAA system outage. There's no evidence of a quote-unquote cyber attack, right? Keyword cyber attack right here at this point. But the president directed DOT to conduct a full investigation into the causes. The FAA will provide regular updates, right? Keyword cyber attack, guys. Mold our minds, right? Because that's definitely what's incoming. We talked about it, guys. That narrative will not stop, right? Actually, none of these narratives will stop, guys. None of them will, until we see America burn down to the ground and rise up once again. Then it will stop, right? This is their way of telling you what will happen next. Listen very carefully.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
What's so crazy is I just realized that a small computer outage halted all flights, guys, right? Imagine what a major cyber attack will do. He's not lying, Klosh. Wow. The thing that took place in 2020 will be a small disturbance in compared to a major cyber attack. Isn't that comparison is just crazy if you think about it, guys. And 2020 was crazy, right? A lot of people were panicking. Many people had a lot of fear surrounding them. And if it will be a lot worse than that, then good luck. This is why we must prepare, guys, right? When the day comes, that obviously we know that the cyber attack, the major cyber attack right here, will be correlated with the collapse of America. Not only America, but the world, right? The world altogether. Then, Justin, FAA has ordered airlines to pause all domestic departures until 9 a.m. Eastern time over system failure. Then, the ground stop has been lifted. Air traffic operations to resume gradually. Right? Pretty crazy if you ask me, guys. But on the other side, breaking, a sudden mass exodus of warships and submarines. Basically, sudden surge in Russian Navy ships and submarines in Black Sea. Right? Maybe a leading indicator of an operation of some kind. Right? We know none of these narratives will stop, guys. None of them will, right? You know why? Now, guys, we're to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting from Baba Cugs. 103 days since. Basically, this is why it will not stop until the collapse, right? Russia's central bank is reportedly set to begin developing a cross-border settlement system using a central bank digital currency, CBDC, right? Howard Moon posted this tweet right here, 9/30/22. It has been 103 days since, right? Wow, what are the chances of this, guys, right? There are no coincidences as well. Look at the time of that 113. We have seen that number multiple times, many times before. And that is why the war will not stop, guys. It's a mechanism to accelerate their agenda, right? Not only that, everything else, every other event that takes place, major events, it's all to accelerate the collapse, right? To print more money, all of those things, guys. It's quite simple if you ask me. United States $800 billion aircraft carrier is finally ready for action, right? Russia is shocked. Could it correlate with America now? Of course it does, right? Of course, everything is intertwined together, guys, right? A lot of connections here. Look at that, $13 billion. Isn't that something? Big event incoming. Sure seems like it, right? There needs to be a breaking point, guys. When will that be? I believe in the year 2024. But from Tintu Savage, 2020 is equal the decade the elite destroy / rebuild. Transition the world, right, into a new world altogether. Could it be a dystopian world or a utopian world or mixed? I believe the future world will be a two-tiered system. The wealthy versus the poor. The poor, I don't mean the poor as in you cannot afford any luxuries or any of those sorts. What I believe is the quote-unquote poor will be what? Connected to universal basic income. The rich and wealthy will have their own companies, their own businesses, all those things, right? Will have obviously a lot of money. With or how did they achieve that? Well, obviously by one way, the greatest wealth transfer of history, which is going to take place, right? With what? These digital assets. Obviously, in my humble opinion, it's going to be XRP. Again, a two-tier system. There has been a lot of movies, or at least a few that I could think of that show a two-tier system, guys, right? The wealthy versus the poor. I believe the countries that are less developed will be less affected during the destroying phase of this transition. Something to think about. Now, this is an interesting observation, could it be? So, you do realize that the gavel in the BG123 picture right here wasn't about the court case. It was for gaining control of the Speaker of the House. Could it be? Maybe a double meaning, right? It's the court case. Interesting. But let's just say it was what? Gaining control of the Speaker of the House, right? Did Kevin McCarthy have cameras removed so we won't see when congressmen make these secret hand signs, right? Well, look at that, guys. Very interesting, to say the least, right? Very interesting. Interesting. We have seen, I mean, there has been a lot of different hand signs, right? What do they mean? Someone pointed out, if you go to this right here, Masonic symbol, some say Illuminati. Found him, Representative French Hill, a Republican once again. It doesn't matter what side they're on, guys. In my humble opinion, that's just me though, right? Doesn't matter what side, they're all on the same side. Now, this is mind-boggling, guys. I'm actually getting a little excited because there's going to be very interesting connections in the next few tweets and whatnot. Listen very carefully. Now, from my friend Blondie, Nasara is coming soon. House Republicans to vote on bill abolishing IRS, eliminating income tax. Let it be so, guys. Now, if they could just take down the Federal Reserve, that would be just insanity, right? Republicans in the House of Representatives will vote on a bill that would abolish the IRS. That would be insane, right? A good start to the year 2023. Indeed, eliminate the national income tax and replace it with a national consumption tax. Fox News Digital has learned that the House will be voting on Georgia Republican Rep. Buddy Carter's reintroduced Fair Tax Act that aims to reel in the IRS and remove the national income tax as well as other taxes and replace them with a single consumption tax. Wow. So, what is Nasara right here, or Jasara, right? It refers to a conspiracy theory but is it truly? Why? Because we'll talk about it in just a little bit. That all debt will be wiped out in a radical reset of the US economy. We know for a fact that a reset is inbound, right, of the US economy. Not only that, but the world together. But it has to include what? That all debt to be wiped out, right? The reason why this is fascinating, guys, which we'll talk about in just a moment, it is a reference to the National Economic Security and Recovery Act, a set of US economic reforms proposed in the 1990s, which included abolishing compound interest on loans, replacing income tax with a national sales tax, and returning US currency to the gold standard. There we go, right? We know these things will be incoming, guys, right? I didn't know this had to tie in with, or this was correlated some way with the Nassar Act as well, guys. And that's pretty crazy if you ask me, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now look at this. That all debt will be wiped out. You know why that's crazy? From Mr. Poole on 9/10/22, debt to be wiped out. What? What, guys? No way. I'm actually starting to be on the side of Nassar, guys, right? It seems like that isn't a conspiracy at all, right? Mr. Poole has been right a lot of times, and he warns the community of what's up ahead. And it sure seems like this is up ahead, guys. This act right here, right? This is where we head into a new world, right? And it doesn't seem like it's going to be a negative place, guys. In my humble opinion, the future proves the past proves the future. We'll be returning to a gold standard once again. Can't believe it, guys. That's just insanity. Absolutely crazy. Now, when we're talking about debts, right, to be wiped out, I mean, can they pay it back? Definitely not. Look at that, guys. It's rising every single second, right? 31 trillion, rising like never before. And what happened to the 1.7 trillion bill, guys? That was passed, right? Again, it's going to go higher and higher and higher, guys. To what number? People are talking about 33, right? Who knows? I've been tracking gold prices for a couple of years. You will see the transition into the gold-backed system, right? You know what's fascinating though? Not a lot of people are talking about that gold has been on the move as well. It's been pumping, guys, right? Hush, hush. Not many people have been talking about that, right? A lot of people have been buying gold, or they have, because they know where we're headed towards, right? I'm not buying gold now, guys. You know when I'm going to buy gold? Possibly when XRP has reached a good price, a very, very high price, right? During the collapse is possibly the best time, or right before the collapse, guys, to buy gold and then make a lot more money, right? Obviously, I'll never leave XRP 100%, but I have to make my own strategy here, folks. When the time comes closer, I'll have a better strategy 100%, but I'm just brainstorming here and there. Now, this is fascinating. Eyes on 113 and 114. President Trump posted this message mentioning Diamond of Diamond, which gives us DD, which is 44. We have seen a lot of 44s. 44 is what? We have seen a lot of 44s with Mr. Poole, Elon Musk, a lot of different people, right? 44 is number 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now, 44 or 8 is what? Mr. Poole, right? Mr. Loop, which is once again the year 2024, right? Another 44. That is quite fascinating if you ask me, right? The year of the loop. Not only that, Storm climbs to 17. What is Ellen DeGeneres doing alive? Thousands of Californians under evacuation orders as flood threats to continue, and death toll of recent storms climbs to 17, right? I don't know, guys, but it seems to me there are no coincidences, right? It seems like we are living in some type of simulation, but the simulation is real in fact, right? Because you have feelings, you could taste, you could eat. I mean, You could do a lot of different things, right? It all feels real, but at the same time, it is truly fake, right? Now, I found tip for today's video comes from Babacugs. One thing you'll notice, 4 years ago, crypto land was all BS. Get rich quick, topple government power and money. They listen to us, not we listen to them. Since then, the delusion crypto cults have gone quiet. Government makes the rules and you play by them. Reality check mark. Exactly right here, guys. We said it a long time ago, actually, that the system will still be here. The banks will not go anywhere. People did not listen. Guess they'll have to learn the hard way, guys. Not financial advice. And remember, XRP will be a part of the new system, in my humble opinion, right? Ripple and a few of these other digital assets. Not financial advice, but XRP, in my humble opinion, will be the heart of it all. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's all for you guys. Amazing day, guys. See ya.